So I started filming and yeah, it didn't work. So I'm going to light some sage and send you guys all loving energy. The sage is, again, the rose sage, which helps clear your heart chakra. I mean, all sage clears. This has the essence of rose, which is amazing. And I do have my window open, so the negative energy can go out. And I really liked the singing bowl, so I think I'm going to start with that. But we're going to start by taking 3 deep breaths in, hold it for 3 seconds, exhale, and hold that for 3 seconds. So, and do it 3 times. All right, so I'm going to start. Right, so the heart singing bowl again. I needed that because I tried to go swimming today. All the pools are closed, so yeah, they have special locks on them. You can't get in, even with a key. I should have known. It was like chlorine kills. Oh well, whatever. So I hope you guys are all doing well and had a good Sunday. So today, I wanted to talk about how often should you go get a psychic reading, and can you do a tarot reading for yourself? So, the first thing is, yes, you can definitely do tarot readings for yourself, and I encourage that. Do either a 1-card pull on a Sunday night and see how your week's gonna go, or a 3-card pull. I think that it will help you get in touch with your cards and familiar with your cards. And it will also help develop your intuition. Tarot is a tool to help you with your intuition, just like anything else. Now, I know that there's a lot of psychic tarot readers out there who say, no, you cannot use tarot for yourself, that it's a 2-person system and it won't work, yada, yada, yada. I do not agree. I mean, if you are doing a reading for yourself, you can definitely do tarot readings for yourself and develop your intuition. I think what is hard with tarot is a yes and no questions. You have to ask, like, what will the outcome of my week be, or, you know, what would the outcome of X, Y, or Z be, or, you know, where is my future headed if I continue down this path, or, you know, whatever it is. What would happen if I take this job, or, and then do a spread? What would happen if I don't take this job? You know, ask the cards the same question in different ways. And of course, keep your tarot journal and write the cards you get. And then you'll start to, you know, trust your intuition and, you know, feel better about, you know, listening to yourself, and you won't need to pull cards. They're just a tool. And you can use a pendulum, but you know what? You don't need to buy a pendulum. You can use a necklace as a pendulum. You can use a ring on a piece of string. You can use string and a needle. But honestly, you don't need tools. You can use your body as a pendulum. What you'll do is you'll stand up straight, take your 3 deep breaths in, center and ground yourself. When you ground yourself, what you do is you imagine light coming in through your crown chakra and going all the way down through all your chakras, down through your feet and into the ground and into the earth, all the way down, all the way to the center of the earth. And then you're going to bring that energy, that earth energy, back up in you and through you, through your feet, your legs, your stomach, your heart chakra, your throat, third eye, and then out through the crown, and then imagine it going around you. Okay, so you're going to, that's how you ground yourself. So the breathing centers you, that grounds you. You're gonna, you know, check in with yourself, clear your mind. You're gonna say, what is my yes for my highest good? Now you're gonna be standing up straight, and see if you lean forward or backwards. And then you're gonna say, you're gonna ask what's my yes, and then you're gonna ask what's my no. They should be in the opposite directions, of course. So, if you are trying to make it a decision, a yes or no, you can do that. As simple as that. You need no tools. You don't have to feel weird carrying around a tarot deck. You don't need to feel weird carrying around a pendulum. You can do this anywhere. I do it all the time. So yeah, I definitely recommend you doing tarot readings for yourself. And developing your intuition and developing your connection with your guides and your higher self and your subconscious and your ancestors, if that's who you connect with. What I do need to warn you guys about is, and it's something that I see often, is it's easy to become addicted to getting tarot readings. It's addictive. It's easy to give your power away. And that is not the point of tarot. You don't want to give your power away. It's really about developing your own intuition, developing your trust in yourself. So what happens is when you go get tarot readings too often, and by too often I mean anything like if you're going once a week, once a month, once every even 3 months, maybe too often. Once every 6 months is okay. Once a year is better. You really need to give time for the predictions. You know, tarot and intuition is not good with time. So someone could tell you something and, you know, we're impatient and we want it to happen like that. It may not happen in 6 months. It may not happen in a year. And you have to also realize that we have free will and we can change our destiny. We can change our path. And that's why I like working with a tarot and doing a 3-card spread at the beginning of the week, or doing a spread every day. You can say, what path am I on? You know, where am I headed if I continue living my life as I'm living my life, right? Because then you can see. And if you don't like the outcome, you can change it. And that's what's so empowering about doing tarot readings is if you don't like something in your future, change it. You know, we have that ability. So if you get a psychic reading that you don't like, change it. You know, figure out what's one little step, what's one little thing that I can do to change that outcome. What's something I can do to make, you know, my dreams, my desire, like what I want, a reality. Just because someone sees it doesn't mean it's set in stone. Again, we have free will. We can change destiny. We can change fate. You know, there's paths, but it's, you know, like a whole choose your own adventure. Whatever choice you make is going to determine your outcome. And we make a million choices a day. So if we just decide to keep living our life and not doing anything or trying to make any changes, then yeah, the psychic outcome may come true. But if we say, you know what, I'm going to be proactive, I'm going to sign up for a class, or I'm going to, you know, get out of my comfort zone, or I'm going to change careers, or, you know, I'm going to make this happen, what I want, because I don't want that other outcome to happen, then we'll change our, you know, our future. So, I actually picked up this book, like, when I was first starting on my psychic awakening in Los Angeles. There's so much psychic activity in Los Angeles. It's amazing. It's crazy. So, my copy's actually at my parents' house. I had to get this used one. It's from a library. It's called Psychic Junkie by Sarah Lassez. I don't know how to say her name. Sorry, guys. But it's all about this woman's journey. Like, she literally becomes addicted to getting psychic readings. She gets so into it that she becomes a tarot reader herself. She does so many readings that her auric field literally has holes in it. And that's what happens. When you allow someone else to read your energy, it pokes holes in your auric field. And what that means is not only are you giving your power away, but that's draining your energy. That is draining your life force. So I don't recommend getting readings on the regular basis. You know, not only is it not necessary, but it's damaging for your energetic system. And anyone who works with energies, Tai Chi, Reiki, Qigong, you know that you need to strengthen your auric field. Your auric field is your defense. It's your defense against the outside world. It's your defense against psychic attack. It's your defense against feeling really raw and vulnerable against other people. It's your shield. It's what keeps you safe. It's what keeps you healthy. Disease starts in the auric field, and then if you don't take care of it in the auric field, that's when it becomes an issue within your physical body. So you definitely do not want a weakened auric field. So if anyone is interested, I definitely recommend this book. It's a great book. It's a true story, and it's just fascinating to read it, like a first-hand account of someone who becomes addicted to psychic readings and needing to know the future and giving her power away and not living her life. Like, she literally basically stops living because she thinks, everything's already set for her, and that's just not true. That's just not true. We still have to do the work. We still have to, live with ourselves, and that's another reason why I think, this time is so difficult for people, because you really do have to stop and look at yourself and stop to evaluate, did I make the right decisions? Am I where I want to be in life? Am I happy with my life? Am I, where I need to be? All of these questions, did I make a mistake? I don't know, whatever, whatever. People's insecurities and shadows are coming to the surface right now, personality, quirks are coming out. They're coming to the surface. And so that's why I'm saying it's a really good time to connect with your ancestors, to, connect and heal yourselves and work through this. It's hard. And it's stressful. But if we don't do this now, when are we going to do it? It's the perfect opportunity to heal our shadow selves, to work on what it is that we really want in life. It's the perfect time to really go inward and develop our spirituality, develop, what are really our true core values. What do we really believe? And that's going to be different for everyone. Are you really happy where you're at? And if you're not, what steps are you going to take to get to where you want to be? How is your life going to change? Are you going to take the positive steps and change it for good? Or are you going to sink into victimhood and say, oof, this happened in my lifetime and it's horrible and I missed out on X, Y, and Z, and I didn't make money for this amount of time, and now I can't buy X, Y, and Z, and I'm so upset, and why did this happen to me, poor me? Or are you going to say, hey, this is a perfect opportunity. What do I want? What do I need to develop within myself? What do I want to learn? How do I want to grow? What wounds do I need to heal? How do I want to grow spiritually? How do I want to connect spiritually? And I think that's a really great time. So, with that being said, I felt it was a great time. It's a great time to do a reading. Instead of with tarot tonight, I'm going to do the vintage wisdom oracle cards. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I feel like it connects us with our ancestors. So I'm just going to do a quick one card pull, and I'm just going to ask the cards, what message do our collective ancestors have to tell us about this time right now, and how we can move forward in a positive light. Ooh, let's see what that card is. Landed right in the singing bowl. Interesting. So what card totally jumped out and jumped in the singing bowl was perception. So this time really is all about our perceptions, right? How are we perceiving things? Do we want to perceive things in a positive light, or do we want to perceive things in a negative? So let me read what this oracle card is about. Oh, look, I opened right to it. Okay, that's crazy. This is definitely the card. It says, the familiar image of the stage is often used as a metaphor for the human experience. Iconic masks of comedy and tragedy, ancient symbols of theatrical culture, invoke a spectrum of extreme human emotion. Captured here is the vision of an actress. The red of the curtain, her shoes, and flower in her hair combine to intensify the atmosphere of vitality and passion. She holds a feathered mask in her right hand. Her bold and sweeping pose could be communicating many things, but in the absence of words, the audience is left to interpret the relationship between actress and mask through the lens of perception. This card highlights the skill of perception, which encompasses the realm of intuition and extrasensory perception. It is at work while divining with these oracle cards, or indeed any system of divination. While the perception card invites you to be open to its gifts, realize like the actress, it has equal power to delude as it does to facilitate clear thinking. Residue from past experiences, the roles we currently play, and our desire and goals for the future can all color the way we perceive. By being mindful of those potential influences, we can be free from their limitations. Stand back from the play of life as part of the audience to not only enjoy a better view, but gain a greater appreciation of the storyline. Whew, how interesting. I do think it's definitely a good idea to step back from our perception of reality right now and the perception of our emotions and step away from our emotions for a little bit and be an observer. Observe from a distance. Step outside of the situation. Look, fly above it. Fly high like an eagle so you can see the whole picture. Shrink down like an ant. Get small so you can see the details. Do these visualizations and look at the situation of what's going on right now in different ways. Look at it from different perspectives, empowering perspectives, positive, negative, all the different ways. Remove your emotion. I just read this really good book about how to control your emotions, and I wish I could remember the title, but I can't. But what I can tell you is, what I gleaned from this book was that we are not our emotions. Do not own your emotions. Do not say, I am blah, blah, blah. I am sad or I'm angry. You are not your emotion. Emotions come and go. Emotions are like clouds. You can say, I am feeling sad, or I have the feeling of anxiety, but don't say I am. Don't identify as that. You want to shift your emotions, and how you do that is, if you feel anger coming on, do something else. Think of something else. Break the loop. Because what it is our perception. Someone may be like poking us, invoking, on a response that they know they'll get from us, like anger or frustration. You don't have to play into it. You don't have to go along with it. You don't have to play the game. You can step aside, change the focus, change your thoughts, because really we only have control over our own thoughts. We have control over our own beliefs and perception. We may see the same thing collectively, but the way you perceive it and the way I perceive it are going to be different due to our background, past experiences, whatever mood we're in, whatever emotion we're already feeling, our levels of empathy, or lack of levels of empathy, whatever it may be. Even political, backgrounds influence how people perceive things. Sad but true, as we're seeing right now. So break the loop, because really we get caught. It's a loop. It's a mental loop of, well, X, Y, Z happens, so X, Y, Z, and then you get frustrated and you're like, you can't stop. You can't stop replaying the situation, and it makes you more and more angry, and it makes you madder and madder. Well, instead of dwelling on it, instead of focusing on that, go take a hike. Go take a walk. Go put on your favorite song and dance around. Go sing in the shower. Like, do something to distract yourself. Like, you have a project. Go do that. Count to 10. Like, do anything else. Color. I keep saying color and dancing, but because that's what I would do. Crack a joke. Go watch some comedy. Go laugh. Go lighten it up. Because laughter right now, and laughter when you're upset or scared or in fear or angry, is truly the best medicine. It is truly. Like, you will feel so much better. Find something on YouTube and laugh. Watch a stand-up comedian. Just stay away from the sadness. Stay away from, you know, things that will allow you to stay within that feeling. Stay away from things that will incite anger in you. You know, just do something else. So anyway, that is it for tonight. It's short and sweet, and I hope you all have a great week.